That's not a noise of just a normal interruption. That's a noise of hunger for flesh. So you keep mentioning that, and I don't know what you're mentioning that with, but I don't want to ask at the same time. It's one of those things that I'm just going to assume it's something that can't be mentioned on YouTube and leave it at that. Yeah, again, those crunching noises take a whole new meaning now that we know what's happened.
Yeah,
Nom, nom, nom.
just Josh going, nom, 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 nom. He's still munching on his fucking finger.
I'm not
Remember,
going to judge you anymore. I've applied my skill to enough hard objects.
auto-cannibalism solves overpopulation.
Shut the fuck.
Okay, as disgusting as this all is, I'm now made hungry, so go ahead and start. I need to go make myself a PB&J.
As disgusting as this all is, I can't stop my erection, so continue.
I can always trust Jack to carry it up one more extreme. I can always trust him to do that. It's great. It's like a fucking mountain. Josh at the bottom, me in the middle, Jack at the top. It's how it normally goes, and I love it.
I'm just adding more digits for Josh to bite.
Yeah. And then every now and then, Jack will be overtaken by Atra over there, who will just come out of the blue and let chaos reign. And
Oh,
it's
no,
great.
like-
It's wonderful.
This is why I mentioned to one of my DL's friends yesterday when we met up at Geek Retreat, of just how much this is just chaos in a nutshell.
Oh,
Yeah, we're just fucking look, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time, and if that includes burning down some buildings, well, fuck it, burn down some fucking buildings.
Alright, Waffleberg, let's get you in the car home.
like,
Yeah, first Waffleberg.
guess who I saw on the bus today?
Who?
Sav, that kid who was playing the D&D intro game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen her come back to the Geek Retreat. Bit sad.
Well, they were going to a dentist appointment.
Anyway, greetings everyone, welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Hiya.
Hello.
Nah, I think one round of screaming's good enough for today.
Yes. You can save that for the next recording.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
save it for the next recording.
And by next
I'll
recording,
save it for the one
We'll find the
about
man in the
roll.
corner and we'll bite his digit.
So, last time, you all attended the party. You all attended the Blood Moon Ball. Some shit went down there, as to be expected. But in general, you had an interesting time, aside from some people getting a bit worried about Black Raw's activities, about certain Yetis, about a certain death. Not so much the person who died, people generally didn't like him, but more the fact that it meant someone was back. Also, Delris and Alari just getting very concerned about a giant undead man.
Yeah. If you were
Meanwhile,
worried about the last guy who was doing the fucking helicopter, imagine that man doing it. I'll destroy him now.
it'd be like one of those wind-saving turbines that you just see off in the distance.
Ribbit. Excuse me.
Well, I murdered all the cannibals.
What the hell are you playing?
Still one left.
Wasteland.
Yeah, there's still one
Um,
left, but you've got to wait.
I don't know where to find you every other Thursday, Josh.
Yeah, but you're going to be distracted because you decided to join a different Thursday game.
Hey, I've got 1 week left before I join that.
I can't believe you're giving up Digimon for it.
I'm not.
I know it was a joke, either way.
After witnessing what we've just witnessed, Kuiper's gonna get out the Targonian Sending Stone, look at it for a few moments like, how do I work this?
Add on to that, Alekxander got a small audience.
Smolians.
And Mariah actually did some doctoring.
Boys,
Yeah.
never underestimate.
And now I'm talking to a hot piece of fan service.
I mean, that could be at least half the cast of League, unfortunately, especially nowadays.
Yeah, Delris is just extremely disturbed.
Yep, Alekxander did indeed wander off, and in the back alley he found someone that may have some information for him. Someone that the party has met before. But we are going to hop back to the others. Still at the party. I believe you were just getting ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
As you get so, is there anywhere in particular you're going to be heading?
To the room we found the dead guy to let the sentinels know that Thresh is back.
Okay. Do you have a sending stone to the Sentinels?
Yes.
Okay.
I was given it, so which is why I was like, how do I work this?
I mean, that one with Targon, weren't it? What the hell's
Well, it
that?
was given to me by Diana, so
We also gave
Excuse me.
Rookie a sending stone as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, you did. Okay, so you have options. So, Diana or the rookie, which is being contacted?
the only one I have is
Diana.
Diana's.
Okay. I'm going to roll to see if she picks up. And indeed, she does after a bit. Just, Kuiper, is this you?
Thresh is back.
I think there might be a bit of interference. Can you say that again, please?
Diana Thresh is back. We've just seen him. He goes on to explain in terrible detail what the hell just happened.
Are you sure it was him?
Yes, and he took someone.
Same giant skeletal man, odd tendril hair?
Was it?
No, from what you've seen of him before, he's definitely looked a lot more human now.
No, more human. He's taken a new form.
He did have cheese.
Who the hell's Magpie just picked up something about cheese?
Jeez, Gromit.
You know what? We talk about cheese if we want to, okay?
I know.
Can I
he's-
just
he's
join
I'm gonna
your
just-
family?
sip my coffee and y'all gonna go back to where you were.
Can I live in your place? I'll
Fourth
talk about
wall
cheese
Granny's
forever.
putting the DM back in the scene that she needs
Give
to
me
be
your
in.
cheese.
So,
Got it. Fourth wall breaking ground. Yeah.
you act like she ever left.
It's been a while since she interrupted.
So, she does her best answer. It's like, okay, I've heard of people dying and becoming like undead monstrosities. This is definitely the first that I've heard of someone who was an undead monstrosity dying and becoming human.
He still had his like ghostly like visage though, didn't he?
It was mainly in the eyes, but there was like a bit of a sickly green to him.
He's like, I know I sound crazy, but it was in his eyes. Oh, his eyes.
After everything we've been through, it's hard for anything to sound too crazy anymore. I'll let the others. Thank you for letting me know. It might be a while though, because I'm not exactly with the Sentinels. I'm actually in
Yes.
Ionia at the moment.
You said you were going up there. We can. I think we can contact the others. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, just let them know. We'll try and sort this out.
Kuiper,
Okay.
these
how do
mini
I hang up?
quiches are to die for. You should try them. Also,
He
who are you
comes
on
and
the phone
grabs a
with?
quiche.
I don't want any cake, but I'll take some of those
Wait.
mini quiches if there's any
So-
left.
Hold on, am I interrupting a call? Such a who are you talking to?
He's like, nope, it's fine.
Is it your girlfriend? Are you talking to? Hi, hello. Who
I've already.
taps the rock? Oh no, well, no fun for that one. Okay. Well,
No, I was speaking to a rock.
I see. Would you like some mini quiche?
He's already had two. Stuffed them.
Like a little hamster just in the cheeks. Just
Who has the who has the sending stone for the sentinels? He's looking around.
I don't know, but those were my mini quiches. I was gonna go get you some more mini quiches. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
I
get
am
myself
so
some more
sorry.
mini quiches. No, it's okay. I didn't explain. I just offered. It's my fault. I'm gonna go grab myself some more mini quiches.
Delris kind of looks up and is like, I think I do. Hold on. Starts going through all of the bag with all the sending stones with the faces painted on them.
Yep.
You guys are a very odd bunch of people, aren't you? Just
Somebody we spent
an
months killing has
observation.
just come back from the dead.
What?
But yes, we are odd.
Someone we spent months killing who was already dead has come back from the dead. Wait.
You mean the man outside the window? If memory serves to not be too hasty, I
What?
believe it was Grail, or, well, layman's Thresh, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yes, he's been a trouble for quite some time now. Every time you kill him, he'll find a way back, or, well, you know, just things and stuff.
Um,
She's kind of just like holding a cup of tea. I don't know where she got it.
Stellaro
She has
just
it now.
Stellaro just stammered from him, right? Well, by the sounds of it, you dealt with that Viego when you did all this, yes? Like the Sentinels, I mean, in general.
Dealt with Viego.
Yes, like
Sentinels did.
you would know that the Sentinels dealt with Viego while you dealt with Fresh.
Supposedly they did.
If that's the case, then wouldn't the energies he was controlling try and consolidate, find the next wielder?
I
Perhaps he
mean,
took a
yes.
portion of that.
Yes.
But in
It will also explain why that one's seeming a bit greener. She just kind of motion her head slightly towards Potoo.
Just nods. We don't have a plan for this.
For Potoo or for him coming back?
For that one coming back.
I mean, nobody ever has a plan for anything, dear, but that's what we do.
I mean, you do have a plan. The plan is simple enough. Kill the fucker again. Again, though, these mini quiches. Mwah. Absolutely wonderful.
I'd say with some time spent, you'd be able to pull it out. Pull out the sending stone, I should say. Wording.
You almost messed up.
I've got observation duty on the mind, and
Wait, are you just telling me that Delris is whipping out her stones?
Oh, it's this kind of party.
Wow.
Oh no.
She's
Oh, no.
muted and deafened, by the way, so she didn't hear any of what we all just said, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest. But we've got it on recording.
Oh no. So,
Man, this is the issue with DMing Sirens Through the Fog. I can't make these fucking jokes when I'm DMing.
I mean, you can. It's just,
Different atmosphere, different atmosphere.
yeah.
It's not as
So,
satisfying.
given that a Dion is BRB, I'm going to say that as Delris is digging through the bag, looking for the right sending stone, she's in a bit of a panic, and a couple of them do start dropping to the ground. I guess. Oh, wait,
Sorry about that.
she's back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
if they're dropping to the ground, I just imagine there's a hello, new stone, who dis? Waffleberg does not know who this is. Waffleberg's gonna hang up. Bye.
So what did I miss? Sorry.
Uh, not a lot.
Definitely
Not
not us
much.
making jokes about Delris whipping out stones. No such things happening.
Believe the exact wording was as you pull it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just saying, just to give Dion like the context that she needs to understand what's going on here.
No context allowed.
So, you managed to find the sending stone for Rookie.
Yeah. She'll kind of hold it and kind of just kind of hand it to Kuiper and be like, I'm a bit too messed up right now. Sorry, I probably can't articulate very well.
You are coming through a bit muffled though.
Am I?
A little bit on my end at least. Or should see then if your
I'm
volume is
sure
up.
you'll do better than I did.
I mean,
Okay.
oh,
I'll take it back and just kind of make the call.
okay. And as you make the call, a voice picks up on the other end. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Rookie.
Who are you calling a Rocky?
Who are you?
Who are you? Wait,
Well, I was calling Rookie.
no, I don't know a Rocky.
Be right back.
Who are you then?
I'm Mason.
You're who?
Mason.
You're Mason.
Yes.
Who's Mason?
The finest seller of magical gear and enchantments this side of Piltover. Well, ever
What?
since my brother Jason died.
Well, no, I'm just sad.
How did you get this stone?
A guy with a big cigar in his mouth and a big beard came in and tried to sell me stuff. He sold me this
Great.
thing, said he couldn't find the pairing piece, probably couldn't make one.
Well, he stole it.
It did seem a bit, you know what those bilge water types are like.
Well, this was meant to be with our friend Rookie in case of emergencies. And now we can't contact him in case of emergencies.
Wait. He's just gonna go silent for a bit. And he's going to make a roll. Sorry, it's just was expecting the stone while you were talking. Just something familiar about it. Yes, the craftsmanship, the quality. Kind of like my brother Jason's. Whoever this Ruaki must have bought one from him.
Yeah.
What's that?
Anyway,
Anyway, have you got any business here, or?
I mean, we can't really come back to Piltover, so
Well, if you ever find your way in Piltover, you can always send me the other half.
the other half has Rookie's face painted on.
I don't know who this Rocky is. Is he the person who painted on this one?
There's a painting on that one?
Yeah, it's kind of crude. It looks like it's got a lot. Oh, wait. I've got it upside down. No, someone's just painted a crude middle finger on it.
Well, that's rude.
Indeed.
Anyway. Bye.
Bye.
I did give one to Riven as well. When she came to see us.
You did.
So I'm gonna call Riven.
Okay.
I'm gonna laugh if this is one of those situations where like you call somebody and then you hear like the phone dial going off like 3 feet away from you.
It's just like calls Riven. Hello? Hello?
Give me a sec. Give me a sec as I remind myself what the fuck happened at the end with everyone. It has been a hot while since the event. I forget where everyone went off to at the end. Yep, that's fine. Most of the does return to their old lives. Okay, so it doesn't friggin' thanks for that shit. So, eventually, the voice does pick up. Hello?
Hi, Riven?
Hi. Delris, I want to say, yes?
Yeah, it's Delris.
It's weird that the way to tell is not so much the voice itself, but the tone.
Yeah. Do you have contact with the other Sentinels still?
Okay, I need to just point this out to character-wise, the dumbness of this. But it's like, oh yes, it sets us a light stuff. I've got my hand in the friggin' form position. Do I have contact with the Sentinels? Not really too much.
We had a thing for Rookie, but like Graves stole it and sold it. So
You didn't give one to Lucian or Senna, did you?
I'm not sure. I
Maybe-
didn't really talk to them much.
Maybe to Vane. She's usually around that part as well.
I didn't like Vane, so probably not.
Akshan?
Maybe Alekxander did?
Oh god, yeah, they did get it on that night.
Yeah,
I tried to forget that.
yeah, they fucked.
Ugh, anyway.
But yeah, I can try calling them. I don't know if I have Lucian or Senna. I didn't really talk to them. I don't think I actually ever spoke to either of them once.
Huh. Wait. Whereabouts are you at the moment?
Noxus, at a party.
I thought you were trying to avoid Noxus.
We were. And then we got dragged into some blood party.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that. I think it must be. Did you say blood party? Surely you didn't.
Yeah, we're at the blood party.
I mean, it's more than that, but okay. Sure, blood party. Only remember that part of it. You know, we have mini quiches too, damn it.
Oh shit,
That's
they're
just-
quiches.
Are you here?
No. I'm in Ionia.
Oh. Are you fighting with Aurelia again?
No, more trying to make amends for my past as usual.
Well, we're trying to break someone out of an ice prison.
Break someone out of an ice prison.
Yeah. Alekxander, one of our companions, you know him. Alexander's wife is trapped in ice in the Felyord by an ice witch, Lysandra. And
And this is what you needed the sentinels for.
oh no, that's because we need the sentinels because Stark is back.
What?
Yeah, he was here in Noxus.
Wasn't it like no, I don't want to throw shade or anything, or wasn't that your job?
We did kill him, but now he's come back and he looks all humany.
Are you sure it's not a relative or
Oh no, the eyes don't. He has the eyes,
The eyes.
huh?
and he has the lamp.
I can see if I can try and get in contact with them again. If I don't have a
Okay.
contact with them, probably Karma or Aurelia does.
Okay, I'll try and contact Action via Alexander.
Alright. I mean, to be
Good
fair,
luck, whatever.
Akshan will probably be able to help you with the whole breaking in anyway. He breaks into vaults and tombs all the time, so why not?
Cool. Good luck with whatever you're doing.
Alright, you as well with your blood party, I suppose.
God damn it, we have mini quiches too!
Fright's getting very offended now. Goodbye.
Blood powder. It's more than just that, you heathens. I invite you to a sophisticated part of culture and you refer to it as a blood party.
I mean,
I
it is.
mean, to be 1,000% honest, it used to be something else long before it became this.
You shut up, you're an
Although-
old lady.
Although the tradition of blood has always been a portion of it. There you go. About the rest of
Sorry,
it's
what
different.
was that? I zoned out on you.
Anyway,
Do you have like a little black book with all these people?
why?
Because you know so much. How do you know all these people?
Oh,
You do
well,
not come across as the most social group of individuals. I won't lie.
we just ran into them, and now, like, you know, I give each person we run into sending stones
Why don't I have one?
because we just met.
So, in this context, running into means meeting, going on a couple first dates, and then having a whole bunch of fun afterwards, is what that refers to, I'm assuming.
Depends how well we get to know them, I guess. We kind of like went to the Shadow Isle more than any other stuff, so some of them have them.
Oh, what
Well-
were you doing at the Shadow Isles?
Beating up dead people.
Ah, yes, that is a good pastime. I
Anyway.
used to beat up living people. Don't do that so much more nowadays. I mean, I
Anyway.
still do.
1 second.
Okay,
Alexander!
no, you take your time.
Alexander! Are you in?
Alexander fails to respond because Alexander's fucking yonks away.
Yep.
I'll just run out. Poke him.
No,
Alexander!
Alexander's not right outside. Alexander's not at the mansion anymore.
Like, runs out to look for him, runs back in. Wait, where did Alexander go?
I don't know.
Oh, your friend? He was rather enjoying telling people his story, and I think he might have gone off with someone for a little bit of, oh, you know.
Are you serious?
No, I actually don't know. I don't know where your friend went. thought it'd make for a good excuse
Wow.
justification.
I don't think I have the action sending stone. Alexander's been a bit protective of that one.
You know, the utmost respect to your friend Alexander, wanting to save his wife so badly while also managing to maintain an open relationship. Quite impressive. Very impressive indeed, yes. Knows how to keep his sanity.
I mean, he should learn how to keep it in his pants, but you know.
I mean, when you've got something that impressive, well, the whole world should know about it.
Anyway. Who else? Who else? I'm gonna search my bag of sending stones.
Oh, my phone just went. I get the feeling at this point you need to keep a list of who you've actually given sending stones to.
Yeah, probably.
Just a little black book that Delris carries around in that same bag.
Can you give me a note?
Yeah, give me a sec. How do I do that? Character handout folder?
You make a new handout and then you just make it so I can edit it, basically.
Okay. In players' journals. I'll keep it as all players so that everyone can see it. It can be edited by me and you. There you go.
I mean, you could just call it Delris's Little Black Book. I'll call it that.
There you go. So, you don't know where Alexander has gone. But meanwhile, back over with Alexander. You are in an alleyway, still in the area of Gal, face to face with a female that's all too much too spidery. So you say you're on the trail. Fresh, no?
Is that what he's called? Alexander always gives him a different name, and I suppose that is correct.
Tall guy wields a hook and a lantern.
Yes. That, he is that dredge.
I was thinking that he'd perished, or at least that's what I'd heard down the vein.
Well, seeing as we are the ones who tried to make him do the parish, it's a bit fucking annoying.
Ah, to be fair, I think he just picked bad timing for it. You killed him around the same time they took Viego away from his powers. Those powers are looking for a new host, and, well, the strongest of the Shadow Elves are just eating that up. It wouldn't surprise me if that's quite literally what brought him back from death a second time.
I mean, Alexander isn't worrying too hard about why he's back. Alexander just knows he can stick a sword in him again. Not like that.
Sure.
So, you said that, I don't remember what you said. It's almost like it was a week ago or so, but,
I said that I may be able to help with your situation.
alright. Which situation? I don't know how much you know.
The finding of Fresh, the potential dealing with him.
Alright.
Although, I'm
It's a
not.
bit secondary on my to-do list, but, yes.
Yes, I was about to say, it does look like there's something else on your mind at the moment.
Alexander
Perhaps
has a few tasks to perform, singular, but mostly split into a number of small. Anyway,
relay them to me. Maybe I could lend my assistance.
Alexander explains the. Alexander explains his quest to save his wife from Lysandra.
Ah, yes. I'd
In,
heard
in
rumors of the
probably
ice.
a little bit too much detail.
I've heard whispers of the Ice Witch of the North.
Well, don't listen to them. Her whispers are powerful.
Not whisper,
Not specifically.
not whispers from herself, just tales from the North.
Oh. I don't know.
If you're after breaking into somewhere like that, unseen eyes of a size so small may be of use. A sort of scout or a spy that can keep an eye on the enemy to make sure that they're not going to interrupt. Wouldn't you agree? I could
Doesn't
provide
sound like
you.
the sort of information. Oh, you are in the business. I understand.
Yes, I could provide you with such a thing. And oddly enough, that's all I ask in return, is that you take this with you. And she is just going to
Alright.
hold her hand out, and you will see a spider just scuttle down the walls onto her hand. Take this with you and keep it hidden until the time is right. It will help you in your journeys to the north.
Alekxander, inside spider.
Go for it. Yep, a 12. She's not lying when she says that it'll probably help you out and it will do the scouting. You do feel like there might be a slight ulterior motive to her wanting you to take it, though.
Alekxander could not care less about an ulterior motive. Alekxander will take spider.
Oh, one extra tidbit, if you do not mind.
Right.
Keep that hidden and keep this meeting secret from your friends. We've had a bit of a running in the past, and
Alekxander presses the inside button.
yeah, when she says that they've had a run-in in the past, you don't think it was a good run-in. You think like something definitely went down there.
Oh, don't tell me you tried to bet one of the fiery duo.
Mm, define bed.
Yes.
Mm,
Oh, don't maybe define it. Come on.
less bed and more. Tried to sacrifice to my god.
Alekxander just sort of like he just sort of gives this look that sort of suggests. Oh,
To be fair, it wasn't a personal thing. I tried to do it with the Hall of Piltover.
Alekxander puts a finger up, opens his mouth in that that really cartoony, about to
Yeah.
say something, doesn't have the words.
Okay.
See, I'm worried that they will murder the spider that I gave to you if they found out. My goal here isn't revenge on them. Don't get me wrong. I'd like revenge, but I have much bigger fish to fry right now. More specifically, while you're dealing with this situation, I will be dealing with fresh.
Alright.
After all, there's a power vacuum on the Shadow House now.
Sorry to interrupt, Lee.
Yes,
Was the lady on the Shadow Isles who was obsessed with revenge Callista?
yes.
Okay, cool, I got it right.
There's a power vacuum in the Shadow House at the moment for rulership of the mists. And I feel like that would be a perfect throne for my god.
Alright. Alekxander isn't too bothered about this whole little spat over the Shadow Isle.
No,
But I
but
must ask, why do you want the spider in Lysander's lair so much? It seems
Lysandra,
like a very strange place to scout.
Lysandra herself has immense power. I want to see where it comes from.
Alekxander gives a shrug. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. What can I say?
Exactly. Plus, surely you, of all people, should understand.
BRB food's here.
Wanting your god in a higher position than what some believe he should be in. After all, you do look like a follower of the bear.
Alexander is follower of the bear. Mask might have given it away. Might have.
That's in the
He says with the
tattoos.
closest Alexander can do with sarcasm.
That's in the tattoos. And there's just an air of electricity and lightning around you.
Alright. How will I get the information I require from the spider? It is the only part Alexander doesn't understand.
Just open your mind to it and it will communicate.
Alexander, he's gonna make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Alexander, in a bid to test it, just stirs a hole through the spider.
The spider just watches back. Just if a spider could fully move its eyes, you feel it by looking left and right. And then you just hear the faintest whisper in your mind. Why are you staring? Do I have something on my mandibles?
Okay, Alexander understands now.
Indeed. Hey, this one isn't too much of a fighter, but she is one of my most perceptive children.
Chill, I won't ask. Alright. Alexander agrees to the terms of this little arrangement. I'm sure party will not mind making their job slightly easier for them. They get a little bit, when they decide they don't like someone, they decide they don't like someone. I'm going to pretend I didn't just watch one of my party members deck a man. Not like, what, 2 days ago?
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me much. They do
I was
seem
gonna
be
say,
kind.
what can I say? The fiery duo tend to live up to the nickname we give them. Or I give them. Probably just me. Definitely just me.
Ah, yes. The rune-infected twins.
The ruin infected twins?
Rune. The world runes. Surely you've heard of them.
Oh, okay, then Alexander was beginning to get a little concerned. Oh,
Oh,
Alexander, you would
no.
think you knew something I didn't.
No, they're not infected by the ruin. That would be the
We've already
bird.
got one of them. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that would be the bird you're with.
Fuck. You said and I think she arrived.
Wait, what, really?
I don't know, I just heard, didn't
Yes, hi,
I?
Ranna.
Yeah, no.
I am.
We're talking mad shit. How you doing?
Hi, I'm utterly disgusted.
So,
I
Alexander
wanted
does
to
have
be
to
here.
ask if you have some sort of method for Alexander to keep Spider hidden. Party members can be perceptive, yes?
What about a spider?
And Alexander confesses that his pack and gestures to the fact that he wears not the most clothing in the world. He is not designed for covert concepts here.
There is one way, although
Can't be spider.
there is one way, but you may not be the biggest fan of it. Well, you may be. I'm not quite sure.
Do not show Spider up ass.
Both the spider and the lease is just gonna give you the oddest look. Like, no,
Gives the most don't do it look back.
no. The spider will just kind of just slowly approach up your arm, and if you allow it, it will nestle and hide in your beard.
Alexander allows this.
Yep. Luckily, its beady black eyes blend in with your facial hair.
Honestly, if they manage to see him now, they probably earned it.
Indeed. They're probably waiting for you at the moment. So I'm going to let you go for now, but I'll be in contact.
Alright.
Probably just after she leaves, just gets a shouting in his head through the sending stone, going, Alexander!
Just gets out the sending stone. Wrong person. I've only got 2. Come on. Ah, there it is. Just sort of puts up. You know when you put your finger up to someone when you're about to ring someone?
Yeah.
Just does that to a woman who's blatantly leaving us. Ah, yes, hello. Alexander could not find the dredge. He's not very happy about this.
Alexander, we need your sending stone for your fuck buddy.
Which one? Don't hurt me, I kid. Anyway, Alexander picks out the only oversending stone he has.
Yep.
Alright, what do you want me to tell him?
Tell him that Thresh is back. And he could also probably help with your wife's situation. He breaks into tombs and shit all the time.
Oh, he really does unlock all the things, huh? I'm sorry. I'll go call him now.
Also, I'm sure there was more sending stones than that, but those are the only ones I can remember right now.
So Alexander it just puts down a Alari for a moment and dials up Sexy Shuriman Man, who literally the name was just told to me and it's still corrected to Sexy Shuriman Man in my head.
Akshan.
There's a bit of a delay. Then. If you're phoning about a hookup, my friend, probably now is, well, it's always a good time, but probably less of a good time at the moment.
Oh,
You
Akshan,
just-
if only it was such a simple concept. No, I have terrible news, my friend, I'm afraid.
Oh, you're not breaking up with me, are you?
Well, let's just say we're going to have to go a little long distance while one of us chases down Fresh. A very reinvigorated and refleshed bastard has just committed a crime most heinous over here at what the fuck's this place called again?
Noxus.
Has just committed a crime most heinous over here at Noxus. I have it on my intel that perhaps the ruinous powers that be might have chosen him to become their next successor and granted him a bit of power, yes? Alexander's going to walk and talk as he returns to the mansion.
I suppose it makes sense. At least it's better this way than what initially came to mind. I've been busy, you see, and I don't think I killed any of your friends. At least I hope I didn't. None of them looked like you them.
Alexander doesn't have that many friends. Why? What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, the usual retribution, vengeance, making the scumbags of the world pay. As I saying this, you do like hear the occasional whooshing sounds as if arrows are flying past him at the time.
Curiosity, this doesn't mean you're up in the Freljord, are you?
No. Still in Shurima.
Still in Shurima. Yeah, okay. I've been there once, and that place was, oh my lord. I've never seen an open warfare in the streets before.
Did you deal with any of the people that keep chanting for a certain crocodile's return?
Probably. We dealt with a lot of cultists, if I'm being honest.
Ah, that is
Spent
absolutely
a
fair.
surprising amount of time chasing, well... I think you remember the fat bastard that we met meeting up, essentially. I think that was him.
Oh, yes. The pig man.
Yes. Spent
Yeah.
a lot of my time dealing with him rather than the cultists, but a lot of my friends were dealing with him. Just on a little offhand topic, you wouldn't have any tips for someone trying to break into the ice tombs of Lashandor, right?
Oh, breaking into somewhere. I can't say I know this Lysandra, but I know breaking in.
Let's just say that she's stolen an old squeeze of mine. Yes, squeeze. Let's call it that.
If you want the tools of the trade, get yourself some well-made lockpicks, a good, decent grappling hook, and something that could scout out the area to map the place. If you could get something that can just let you know where you're supposed to be going and where to avoid, then you avoid most of the guards. Also,
Alexander definitely has someone who can do all of that. Alright.
also a very good distraction would help.
Fuck, where's Waffleberg? We need him. Anyway. I don't know, maybe very fancy Alexander strokes his beard by proxy tarantula. And Alexander's just like, it does have to be said, your party member might be a good person to talk someone's goddamn ear off.
Oh, you
Maybe
found
he could
someone.
do
You
that.
found someone new already.
Yes, we've just been to one of the parties they have over at Noxus.
I've
A
always,
lot of things happened.
I've always been curious about our Noxians party.
Lots of blood. It's very fun.
Not what I was
Um,
expecting, but they do that.
I was surprised by the unveiling of giant fuck off zombie. That was a thing, but well,
That's
I guess
concerning.
that's how Noxus does it.
Yeah, that's concerning.
What's the next time we meet up? We can discuss it. Don't wouldn't want anything untoward to happen to you at the hands of what was he called again? What was his name again, Lee?
Who? Sorry.
There's the massive undead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I fucking remember it.
Scion.
Yes, Ion.
This great Scion, I believe he was called.
Uh,
They made a very big deal out of him. I think you'd be very interested.
I'm going. I'm going to roll a check. Scion, you say?
Scion. Alexander's probably made it back to the mansion by now.
One of those other sentinels brought up that name before, I believe. That Aurelia lady. The woman with the floating blades.
Alexander didn't talk to many of the sentinels, if he's being honest.
Apparently,
Alexander has probably been dragged into the closet.
she
What?
had a.
I just heard being dragged into the closet. What's going on? Oh,
You've been dragged into the closet where we're all hiding with the dead man.
Alexander's just been dragged in. He's like, I'm still talking.
I'd heard this Aurelia, she brought up apparently fighting something called a scion. I always thought it'd be some kind of war machine. Although by what you make it sound like it probably is.
Well, we can discuss it later over tea and biscuits, he says with a certain amount of jest.
Tell him to let the other sentinels know. About
Oh
the
yeah, and apparently let the other sentinels know when you've stopped being pinged at.
Let the other sentinels know about Scion?
No, about Fresh.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll get on that as soon as my life's not so much in danger.
Oh, it's never in danger. I'm sure you're doing just fine. I've seen you in battle.
Ah, you're right.
Have some damn confidence, man. You're certainly not liking it in other areas. I'm sorry, I might have to go. I believe I've said something that might have pissed off Alari / Delris / I'll never remember which one's which.
If I
I'm
recall-
Delris.
If I recall right, Delris is the red one, Alari's the blue one.
Well, it's a bit hard to tell. I can only see a map in front of me right now. I can't see the colors.
Wait, there's two of them? Holy shit.
Oh, was that your new friend?
Yes, that was new friend. Say hello, new friend.
Hello, new friend.
He says hello.
And a hello to you too.
Oh my. I mean,
Alright. We do have to deal with the aftermath of what Fresh has done at the palace, or mansion, or whatever you want to call this place. So, you'll get back to surviving.
All
He
right.
gives a little click and a wink that he blatantly can't see, but it doesn't matter.
Yep. Alrighty.
You're not. I'm rather enjoying that we've all been doing this. Well, Lord Vladimir is also standing in the room? Because we left off with
Alekxander,
Lord Vladimir also standing in the room.
Alekxander hasn't been paying much attention to anyone who hasn't blatantly gotten his attention. So he puts the stone down and goes, "He has been fully up to hello."
I mean, given all the joking about y'all being in the closet with this shit, just imagine if Vladimir said there was like, so this is what people mean when they say they're in the closet. I don't get it.
Kind of.
That's because Vladimir hasn't. Like, Vladimir had no closet. If
Oh,
there was ever a closet in his house, it was burned to the fucking ground.
Did you own this place? Should I be concerned?
Kind of looks at Vladimir and pulls out what it says. Oh, do you want a sending stone?
Sure, why not?
Wait, hold on. No, okay. Wait a second. You run into them, and you give them a.
Well, he's clearly someone important.
Oh.
Speaking of important,
Oh.
Hey,
should we
no,
like
you're coming with us. You don't get a sending stone because I can yell at you from the other side of the ship.
Okay, wait, hold on. First off, we just met each other. I'm not coming with you at all just yet. Second off, where are we going? Why am I going?
Alekxander sort of does like a little like jig and just goes, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get there, darling." But we're heading out to the Freljord, and you look like the sort of person who likes to party, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, I love to party, but it's awfully cold in the Freljord, and by the sounds of what you're trying to accomplish in the Freljord, it sounds awfully dangerous. And I am not near as dumb to not ask for some form of compensation for my time.
Alekxander is sure that someone in this party can come up with some compensation. We come up with enough bloody magical shit.
Oh, well, I mean,
Literally just handed a sending stone to a man you met like a couple of hours prior. I'm sure you can come up with something, woman.
Yeah, because I stole a box of them.
I mean,
Well,
I
go
don't
steal him a box
require-
of condoms or something. I don't know what he likes. I'm sure you can manage it.
I don't require money compensation.
Save.
But I think good Lord Vladimir here is a collector of sorts.
Oh,
And
I
I
mean,
know for a fact there are two of you that are rather intriguing
Vladimir,
individuals.
Okay, so everyone,
Vlad,
roll me a perception check. Okay. Okay. So we need to see what a Mariah rolls.
roll the dime 3.
Oof. Well, I'd say we need to see what Mariah rolls, but you know, Rebecca, you're muted at the moment. That's confidence building.
I'm here.
Alright, can you roll
I
us a...
had I fell. Don't worry.
You fell! Can you roll me a perception, please?
My computer's acting up, so maybe you should roll it. Maybe a little while.
Alright. I mean, you could always do the Ranna thing of just rolling a physical dice, and then I'll add your bonus on for you.
I don't roll physical dice?
Oh.
I've given you the roller that I use on multiple occasions.
Oh, yeah. So it's up to you. I can roll on here for you, or you can roll a dice.
You just roll it for now.
Alright.
Alekxander's being honest. He's not only so open about
You got a
talking
9,
about all
so...
this, but I guess the party's just got Alekxander in the mood, you know?
Okay,
Even
so-
with the mood.
You all don't notice. So you're trying to get Vladimir's attention.
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
If you lend us Fright for a while, I'll give you some of my blood.
Fright's not mine to lend out. Fright's his own person. That
He's one of
said,
your-
yes, it's a deal.
Sorry, repeat that. Repeat that, please.
Have you seen her blood, Fright? It has words in it. Like actual old language. And between us, Fright, come closer, come here, come closer, Fright. You go in with this and we'll go 50-50 on the blood.
Fright has met Nico. Does Vlad currently have a flower in his hair?
He doesn't. This is actual Vlad.
Oh, okay. He said something there, and I guess I wasn't synced properly because it sounded like he repeated a word, and I was like, oh, okay. He looks at Vladimir. Well, if that is what you desire, then I'll go ahead and do it.
Really hate
And-
people taking my blood, but this solves the issue quickly.
I was gonna go for the little ones, but I mean, yes, we can take that one's blood. I mean, there are
The little one's
there are
blood.
two of them.
The little one's blood's fancy enough, but this is the first time I've actually seen blood with ancient language in it.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair. Well, I suppose I shall assist. It seems like it'll at least be enjoyable enough breaking someone out of some dark, cold prison.
Probably just like Kobold. Probably just like
And in defense, I did bring you here, stating that I'd find somebody to assist you, and I very seldomly lie. So here we are.
What's happening with this one, though? Is this one with you as well? And Vladimir will just motion to the porcelain lady.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
know who
still
she
here.
is.
I don't know. She just sort of showed up one day, and we just haven't gotten rid of her. I'm kidding, of course.
I mean, I'll leave if you want. I was majorly just here to see the festivities and what they've become over the years.
Hey, you want to go break into a giant ice prison to rescue some random woman you've never met?
Um,
My dear Alexander, you have such
you know
a
what?
way of words. Holy shit.
It's been quite a while since I've done something for myself. Why not go on a small adventure?
Alexander, who just managed to convince someone with the dumbest cell in history to stay like,
So,
no, but Delris looks very uncomfortable about giving her blood away, but complies.
as this is
hey, if it means anything to you, Alexander appreciates this.
as this is happening, Potoo,
Mhm.
you have sneaked out of the room to find somewhere nice and quiet.
Yeah.
And yeah, you managed to find somewhere towards back of the house, given it's a bit more clearer in here now, given everyone was outside.
Mhm.
And you are contacting them.
Of course.
Okay. So you pull out the sending stone. And unlike the others where it took a bit, it's almost answered immediately, just yes, Bird. Be Potoo, sorry. I need to learn a bit more respect with this.
Wow. Some fantastic information for you,
Oh,
Mr. Darius.
indeed.
Turns out Thresh is still about. He is in the area.
Fresh being.
The asshole that was trying to get the whole Runation shit going down.
I thought that was Viego.
He was working.
So what you're saying is, with this one around, that could happen again.
Potentially a little bit of a troublemaker.
Right. I suppose I can get my guards on it then. You're saying he's here, though.
We've seen him in the flesh, so to speak.
And you're here.
Oh, yes. We were invited by Fright to the blood party ball thing.
Oh, you with him.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna send a patrol of my guards to patrol the area to see if we can find this fresh. Just remind me again what we're looking for. Like, description.
You want me to attempt a description because I am awful with descriptions? This is out of character, me talking.
Out of
Or do you
characterize,
want
I
me to
can say
roll to
that you.
see?
Out of characterize, I can say that you'll just describe what you saw at the window.
Wait, is Potoo in the room?
No, but
No.
this is why I had you all roll perceptions. But you rolled a stealth to sneak out the room.
I was gonna say if they were, I was just gonna be like, he looks like you, but hotter, jackass.
Oh no, she's not phoning Swain. She doesn't have a phone to Swain. She's contacted Darius.
Yeah. Because we got Darius in the Feliord.
And he gave Potoo a stone and said, let me know some information if need be.
So you give a description afresh. Right, I'm sending a patrol around. Just try and stay safe, okay?
Always try.
If you got an update, let me know. Oh, and my brother says to tell Delris that he said hi. Not Alari. Fuck. That was a DM
Oh.
mistake. Ignore that.
I'm sure that saying both of those things would make her happy.
It's and yeah, the line goes dead.
Right, that's done.
Mhm.
Fabulous.
And as it does so, Legion speaks into your mind. I've got two things I just need to bring up with you here, Potoo.
Mhm.
The first one is, you do realize if Fresh is dealt with a second time, that means those energies are just going to flow on further. If they flow
Fair
to us,
point.
I can't guarantee that we'll be in control anymore. Are you sure you want to risk this, knowing that you could fall by doing so?
Do you have no faith in me?
I have seen many a good man who has wielded me before in the past fall. It's less faith and more history repeating.
Well, what do you want me to do? Take you back to the Shadow Isles and get you Iku, or whatever it is?
It's not that. You're already tainted by the Shadow Elves energy itself at the moment. Even without me, it most likely would seek you out.
Well, then we're fucked if you stay, fucked if you leave.
All I'm saying is we may need to think of alternatives.
Mm.
Speaking of, it can't be just me that noticed something was up in that room, no? Some kind of presence in there. And I don't mean the creepy blood man. Or the doll.
You mean
Or the
like
creepy
somebody's
blood man.
hiding?
Just the faintest trace of energy from the Isles. Well, that I felt before in my travels with you.
You think you can track it down?
Given
Or is it
time,
still in?
given time, potentially.
Hmm.
I will let you know if I sense it again.
Right.
For now, though, you'd probably be better rejoining with them before they get too suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Potoo is saying this while just cheekily dancing down the walkway back to the room.
So, as you're all discussing in the room at the moment of situations, just in the faint distance, you hear a Potoo going, "Don't be suspicious." Don't. It getting louder and got louder until Potoo
It's
just
like-
kind of tries to slink back into the room.
It's just the most sarcastic voice coming down the hall.
Oddly enough, none of you saw Potoo ever leave.
Alexander just assumed she was never in the room to begin with, because of course he does.
Where did you go?
We're used to it.
I went to the
You
little
left?
bird's room. Then I took a call.
Oh. It has been an excellent party, but Alexander thinks that we have done all we can here today in Noxus. We would like to get back to the ship now.
You have a ship.
What, do you think we walked here? Not from where we came from, baby.
I mean, I walked here from Targon.
Where is Targon?
Well,
You
do you
My
have a map?
geography is not exactly excellent,
Do
okay?
you have a map?
you would know
One of
that you
them
was.
does.
You would know that
Where
you
the
was.
fuck is Waffleberg? Never mind.
You would know that you was in Targon, but a few days ago when you dropped Phoenyrie off.
Yeah, it's the
Alexander
big
has an atrocious
fucking
memory and a
mountain.
terrible sense of geography.
Fair.
It's the giant mountain that like every now and then somebody will look up at and be like,
Oh,
"Ooh,
it's the
I'm
mountain that gives Kuiper PTSD. I remember it
Yeah.
now.
Yes, it's the mountain that gives your friend Kuiper PTSD. I would like to state from an OC standpoint that actually saying the character's name is like venom in my mouth. I've been calling you Moon Man for so long, it just sounds wrong.
Just,
Well,
just
if it is okay, Alexander's going to make his way back to the ship now. You finish up your little bloodletting with Mr. Vladimir here. Nice to meet you, by the way. Very nice party.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Alexander will make sure that your mother hasn't killed any of the rats or something, and I'll see you there.
Wait, Alexander. Can I speak
But
with you when
she's
we
not
get back on the
drinking
ship?
alcohol.
Hey, Alexander wasn't being insulting. Alexander's thought of the only two people he could remember on the ship, okay? Sorry,
Meanwhile,
what do you need, Mr. Kuiper?
meanwhile, just on the ship, it's like, ooh, blood wine. That wasn't wine.
Come on, why don't you walk me to the door, Mr. Kuiper?
Alexander, make sure she's not drinking alcohol.
I'll make sure she's not drinking alcohol. If she is, I'll make sure she drinks double so she falls asleep faster.
No, she's an alcoholic.
I'm kidding! I'm kidding! I'm not kidding. I'm kidding! Looks down at Kuiper as we're just slowly walking out the room and just like, it's a bit of a shame, really. I've been given this horn of infinite alcohol and I can't even use it on the one person I know good. I'm kidding. Don't tell her I said that. She'll actually kick my crap in.
Don't tell me. I was asking if I could come with you. I have something to speak to you about with. That came out weird. Sorry. Weird
Don't
things
worry,
going on
Kuiper.
tonight.
Alexander likes to ham it up around Delris and Alari because I know it annoys them a little bit, but I know what you meant.
So, as you two head off towards the ship, what are the rest of you doing at the moment?
Dull.
Me.
Oh, go on.
He's probably inspecting the room given the fact that Legion said there was a thing.
Yep, you all see Potoo just kind of side-eyeing and occasionally lifting things up. Make me an investigation check, Potoo.
Oh,
What are you looking for, dear?
that is a 18.
You don't find too much. And upon setting you searching, Legion will be like, it was here for a moment, but it's gone now. Perhaps I'm just
What's
sensing something that was on someone's boot or something? I do not know.
Mental conversation. Are you saying someone stepped in ghost? Can you
I mean, if this Fresh is around again and he was in this room, potentially. And it doesn't. Hmm, there's just something that just doesn't sit right.
Um,
My dear,
Hmm. Looking dead at porcelain person who was trying to talk to him.
I completely entirely remembered your names, but what are you looking for?
Had a feeling or something.
Feeling
Feel
like what?
like a not blood person feeling. Putting a hand on Legion, looking at this person that he doesn't exactly know.
You mean one not so different from yourself, I'm going to presume, although probably a little bit more on the dead side.
Sort of. It's gone,
Well,
whatever it is now.
Hmm. Well, if we come across it and you get another feeling and it seems to be stronger, just let me know.
Right.
I can be of some help sometimes. Not entirely useless in my old age.
His
Just kind
facial
of
expression, if anybody wants to see it, is like the topmost one in the DM chat.
sipping tea.
No, not sipping tea.
Oh no, I am. Like the
Yeah.
porcelain lady is. Yeah, just sipping tea. Hmm.
So, what are the rest of you doing in the room?
Delris is looking extremely uncomfortable. Because she's gonna give blood to Vlad, and she's like hates it, but is doing it
Yep.
because she promised. So she's probably backed up near Nico, but like has extreme discomfort at the fact that Vlad's gonna take her blood.
Are you sure you're fine with doing that?
I hate it. I hate it. But
Then,
like I promised.
wh why did you?
Why did I what?
Why did you decide to do that?
Yes, actually, I myself am curious about that as well.
Well, we don't really have anything valuable, so I know my blood's weird, and I know you guys like blood, so
Oh,
Might I give you a bit of advice? There's a correction to what you've deemed. You do have things that are valuable, but you throw them away very easily by the looks of it. You could have given money, you could have given an IOU, a favor would have done as well. You could have pulled strings with friends that you have mentioned that you have. Instead, you have thrown your life into the pot. And here's the thing, there's no guarantee that will actually assist you. No real, on paper, idea. In fact, after this entire situation, you could all just be killed. And you would have lost the gambling, and therefore you would have lost the pot, the bank, the river, and the boat. You have to play smarter than that, my dear. Throwing your life into the ring as your first thought?
I'm not the smart one.
I hate that. I hate that. Don't say those words.
But I'm not. My sister's the smart one.
Your
I just
sister
punch things.
might. You just punch things. Who paints the stones?
Me.
Ah, who gives the stones out?
Me.
Mm, mm.
Apart from the
Who-
Draven one, that was Alari.
Yeah, well, yes, I can see that one. He's got a sway on people. Very charismatic individual. I find him to be a narcissist, though.
More she's got a thing over him, I guess.
That's a nice change of power dynamics. You don't give yourself enough credit. You realize that, right?
Waffleberg said something like that before.
It's because it's true. You don't give yourself enough credit. I think you are plenty intelligent. You require brain and brawn to survive, not just brawn. This is Noxus after all. You have to be clever, you have to be intelligent, and you have to be strong.
But Singe wanted to get rid of me because I wasn't the smart one. He wanted Delris to be in charge.
This is the man from Zon, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Allow me to tell you something that I've observed when it comes to Zonians and Piltovers. They tend to have an idea that they know people, despite the fact that they never leave their little laboratories and universities, they never talk to one another, they never look each other in the face. In fact, over there, most of the time when people die, it's not from people looking them in the eyes. There's no intimacy there. No understanding of how people actually are. They just assume that they know everything because of their vast amounts of so-called intellect. But just because you can read a book and understand what the book says does not mean you're intelligent. It means you're literate. People often confuse them for the same thing. As someone from Noxus, I can assure you that the people of Zon and Piltover are not intelligent. Sure, there are some, but most of my dealings with them, I find that they're very easily tricked individuals. So sure of themselves that, quite frankly, you can pull the wool over their eyes before they realize you've stolen their pants.
I mean, I tricked Singe a couple times. I managed to punch him in the face and burn his feet.
And yet you say you're not the smart one. You say all you're good at is the punching.
Alari can cast all these spells and everything. She's amazing.
Magic is not intelligence, my dear. Magic is years and years of studying or birthright through the blood. That doesn't mean you're intelligent. Most magic casters can simply cast magic because they've made pacts with devils or they've been born into some bloodline. I myself have spent years studying just what I'm able to do.
I mean, for us, it was a bit different. We weren't really, well, I guess we were born with it, but not because, like, we were meant to be born with it, but because of an accident thing.
Yes.
That's why my skin's red.
You are confusing experience and power for intellect. I imagine Miss Alari is very intelligent. Maybe truly more so than you, but there are different forms of intelligence, my dear. So, in that, yes, she is intelligent, but that does not mean you are not intelligent. And that does not mean that you should be valuing your life so little, giving yourself such little credit, and immediately going to the option of offering yourself up. But now you have, and now you have to do something, quite frankly, you don't want to do. Something you don't like, when there could have been other options.
Hmm.
Take it from an old strategist. You are intelligent, you just don't use it. Because you have confused yourself, believing yourself not to be intelligent. And that's just a blatant shame. Anywho, though, this won't hurt a bit at all. Actually, it could hurt quite a bit depending on if he wants it to or not.
It's kind of like probably like backs further into Nico, like.
I think freaking her out is going to make it a little worse for you.
Exactly.
Oh, trust me, I'm not going to take it just yet.
Eh?
No, 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 no. You go do your thing, and then you'll make your way back here. Then I'll take it. It'll get a better story in the blood. You see, let it age. It's like a fine wine, you know.
I got lots of stories though. We've been lots of places.
Yes, but imagine how many more. Especially given I keep hearing about a heist.
Oh, we're gonna go try to save Alexander's wife.
Exactly.
Being held prisoner by an ice witch.
Yes, the Ice Queen of the North, I've heard about her.
But as long as I don't have to get my blood taken right now, goodbye.
Farewell, farewell. I'm assuming
Grab,
you're all heading out as well.
grabs Nico's hand and just starts walking back to the ship.
The
As you
slowest nope. Oh,
as you all start heading out, Fright, we'll put
Yes.
a hand on your shoulder. Keep a good eye on
Hmm.
them, won't you?
Oh, I will.
You're a little hyper.
I
Sorry.
find myself rather intrigued by them.
I'm intrigued by their blood, and yet at the same time, he'll produce a small vial of what he did manage to get from it. I have that, but surely you've heard the stories as well of the North and what is hidden there.
Mm,
A void
yeah,
connection.
I see.
I want to see how her blood reacts to that. So hopefully, who knows, there may be traces of that in the blood when she comes back. That way, hopefully, it will let me understand my captors a bit better.
I see. Are you wanting it to be natural or to be sort
Well,
of edged on a bit?
natural would be better.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Very well. Well, then, with that in mind, I shall take my leave as well, good Lord Vladimir.
Indeed, and Godspeed to you, Fright.
Yes. And to you, my lord.
Oh, and while you're up there, feel free to treat yourself to some Iceborne blood or maybe some of that troll blood. I know that they say that it's not got the best taste, but it's like a fine cheese. It just never goes off.
I'll have to try it. Then Fright will take his leave.
Yep. So, as you all leave to get back to the ship, we'll cut back to the two that left earlier who wanted a conversation as they were heading back to the ship. Alekxander and Kuiper. Sure.
Kuiper's gonna wait till we actually get into the ship.
Yep. It takes you a while. You exit the gates. You head down. And you do eventually make it back to where you have hidden it near Rel's house. It doesn't seem to be too busy at the moment, just the usual nighttime escapades of the rat eggplant wars.
I claim dominion in the name of the Eggplant King.
Sort of guides Alekxander to the top deck interior,
Okay.
and
Seems to bring me to
someone's.
a very specific room.
Well, I spend a while here, sir, and also he just summons a platter of tea.
It's been a while since we've been on this map.
Alekxander
Yay.
sits down, uses the horn to blatantly put some alcohol in the tea.
Oh,
Never thought of that before.
I'm just popping people off that aren't supposed to be here yet. There we go.
It is an old Yardian tradition to put alcohol in fucking everything.
Sort of winces a bit as the tea is just diluted with alcohol. And he takes a sip and he goes, Alekxander, the people Lysander keep in Troyes, she's supposedly keeping something at bay with it.
That she may be keeping something at bay with it. I believe I've heard a couple of people suggest that it be void-like in nature. I do not understand the term. I do not care for why the term is so strangely revered by
Yes.
those it is mentioned to.
You remember the... Well, I wasn't exactly there, but surely you remember what you saw underneath the ice.
Yes, I do remember that. I remember Waffleberg jumping around like a Mad Hatter. Which is strange, because Waffleberg is already Mad Hatter, but that is not point.
Chuckles a bit. Go on.
Just make me a quick perception, Kuiper.
Perception.
Is Alex says just sipping the tea. You could swear that sometimes just the beard is getting caught in the tea.
You are also diluting it with your hair.
Alekxander hasn't shaved in a while. He's been busy fighting an island. Just continue, man. I see there's a point
one last
coming to
time,
this.
and then like he just carries on. He sips his tea again. He's like,
That's precious, son.
I'm just worried that what we're doing, the slightest change that we cause is going to unleash something.
Listen, Alekxander's going to level with you. Alright, Kuiper? Alekxander understands why Lysandra may do the things that she does. I do not understand the threats that she believes she protects the world from, but I understand this idea of taking a harsh precaution against the threat that you do not believe you can defeat. But Alekxander's god and his upbringing demands that he sees this as cowardice at best. There isn't much that you can say to me that is going to convince me otherwise. Alekxander truly believes that if there is a threat, that this Lysandra believes that people should be imprisoned, frozen in ice, their lives taken away from them, just to hold it at bay, then Lysandra is giving in to cowardice. If it wasn't for the fact that, to be quite honest, I'm deathly terrified of her, I would probably do a lot more than just break my wife out of prison.
You are terrified of her, but not terrified of what she is terrified of.
Sometimes fear is a strange thing, Kuiper. My fear of Lysandra does not come from the power that she possesses, but from tales and history and a great many external factors that do not match up to the fact that I have never fought her in real life and therefore do not know her true power. I have been taught to fear Lysandra. I have not been taught to fear this void. Alekxander, therefore, will not fear the void. And Alekxander is learning not to fear Lysandra.
I know fear. I wouldn't even set foot on that ice.
That's all you two are afraid of? I'm afraid of that come down when you have too much sugar and then it just everything slows down.
Slowly turns to whoever the fuck just spoke. I can't tell if you're taking the piss or if there's actually someone here.
You look to the other side of the table. There's just a ring hovering in the air, and the girl just sat on the edge of it, kicking her feet, just having a sip of tea as well.
Zoe, how long have you been there?
5 minutes.
Who the fuck is this?
I come here every night to see the tales of the rats and the eggplant is my favourite story. Like, just seeing them all go about, and then I saw you two come up
Kuiper,
and we're discussing, and
I'll never get used to this fucking ship. There are people on the ship I've yet to meet. I just...
She's not from the ship, she's from everywhere. Just like
No.
dismissively waves a hand.
I don't even know if Alexander's met the Eggplant King, which is just a fucking rock in the engine room to give the engine power that Waffleberg painted to be there a purple with like a little ring on top of it as a crown.
Alexander definitely has not met a rock.
oh, I had a purpose just coming here, but I forgot. She'll just reach into her bag, seemingly go deeper than what a normal bag should, so definitely some kind of bag of holding. Where was it? Oh, right here. The people in the big portal, the prime people.
Yes?
Yeah, they wanted you to have this. And she's gonna just toss something at you.
Just
Alexander is
catches.
looking at this girl with infinite annoyance.
I will inspect item.
Yes. As you look at the item, seems to be cylindrical in shape and golden. Seems, and just as you touch it, you swear you hear a faint chiming noise.
Just holds to all of his massive ears.
You hear music.
Targonian?
Beyond Targon. Like,
Is this
you could,
supposed to mean something to Alexander?
you could almost swear it harmonizes with the world itself.
If you've had enough intruding, we were having a very important conversation.
Oh, right. Sorry, just needed to drop something off. Bye. She just
Thank you, I think.
she just flops back through the portal and it closes.
I apologize. Normally I wouldn't respond with such annoyance, but thought that was an important conversation.
He just carefully sets the item on the desk.
Listen,
Just goes,
Kuiper.
where were
Alexander isn't just doing this for love. He isn't doing this for respect or honor. Alexander is also doing this because his religion demands action of him. You do not become an acolyte of the bear without the idea of taking action the moment you feel wronged. It would be against my nature, my beliefs, my religion. It would be against everything that I hold. Do not attempt, at the very least, to free my wife from the prison she has been set in. If you were not to come with Alekxander, Alekxander would have to do it alone. I would hope that you wouldn't leave me to perform such a dangerous task alone. Alekxander has had many laughs and jokes about punching an island with all of you, but Alekxander understands the threats he's against.
That's what the item looks like, by the way.
Thank you. Can I request a persuasion because I have no good idea how to react to this?
Sure.
Um,
Alekxander, roll a persuasion.
Persuasion? Oh, we're on a persuasion up, okay.
Yep. So what were you saying there, Dion?
Sorry to interrupt.
I'm gonna be pissed and spite and lucky that.
Okay.
I'll be down near yours again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be there about 2 if that's alright.
Alright.
But I have to go a bit early. Just because Brain's doing a note.
Okay. That's fine. I'll see you tomorrow then.
I'll see you
See
tomorrow.
you later, Dion.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
So yes, and that 20 on
So-
persuasion there.
Kuiper's ears droop a bit. And he just goes, I can certainly sympathize with that. I
Alekxander
am
believes
not
there is only.
happy to help you with this, but I will of course help. I do
Kuiper,
it knowing that
if I may add one more thing before you complete that sentence. I would like to remind you that Alekxander has apparently been amassing more and more Iceborne as time has continued to perform this task. She is going to continue until my entire race is locked up in her true ice. Her magics will fail, and the void will come. It is quite clear that she does not have an end goal in mind on how to deal with these voidlings, or whatever they may be called. I cannot. There is only so much I can say that this is just buying time. She is locking an entire race within ice. Surely you can understand that one day we will have to face the music.
looks to the cylinder briefly. Right.
Just chimes in harmony.
Of course. You are correct.
And Alekxander will stand up and go, is there anything else you wanted to discuss with me? Alekxander does not get to sit down and talk so seriously so often. Alekxander hides his pain behind his jokes.
I have nothing to say other than that is absolute treachery. He points at your mug.
Alekxander understands that you are a man of tea, and Alekxander is a man of alcohol. And to be
He
honest-
raises a mug to that.
And to be honest, I don't think Alekxander picked the right alcohol to mix it at. It wasn't pleasant. But as Alekxander finishes off the cup, Alekxander has been brought up not to refuse a drink even if he's fucked it up.
Anyway, I think I hear the others.
Yep, it will be around this point when the rest of you start to arrive.
We may very well be upon the Freljord very soon. We've taken every precaution that we can to try and be as prepared as possible. I think that we have the maneuverability. I believe we have... I'm pretty sure Potoo could pick a lock if I asked her hard enough. I'm sure that we'll manage to get through this just fine.
I
And
hope we don't have to
perhaps-
go across that ice
Perhaps
again.
if we do it well enough, Alekxander will find a better way to deal with void fiends. I don't know. It is a line that I think this plane will have to cross at some point.
It should be stated that Fright has changed from his citizen wear of Noxus. Instead of the rather regal, formal, sort of celebratory military outfit that he was wearing, a very heavy coat, stole in the fashion of almost the Noxian armada. So very navy-esque coat. Beneath it, though, he is just covered in heavy armor, which is mostly, for the most part, this red iron-esque metal with golden outline. And on his back is a great sword that is big enough that might give Alexander's great sword a run for the money via the size, but the great sword is serrated.
Oh my.
He is still wearing the military cap though as he gets on board. And I apologize, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Don't worry, so just finish your description.
Oh no, that's the end of the description.
Alekxander will come out of wherever the hell Kuiper dragged him, probably looking a little lost because Alekxander frequents two places on the ship, and he's like, Alekxander sees that you have made it to the ship, and he'll gesture towards the porcelain lady, and I'm going to pretend that I haven't just forgotten your name. Fright, and he'll gesture towards her and go, how do you find our little floating fortress? Our normal captain isn't here, so allow me to be the first to introduce you to the gently used fish. It's a great name, I know.
Felt like you were going to say something else there for a second.
So this thing's a fucking boat.
It is indeed a flying boat.
I thought you were kidding when you had brought this by rails earlier. I thought that was a fucking joke. I apologize. I didn't realize this is the damn thing we're taking to break your friend out of prison.
Oh, she's a beautiful thing, this thing.
I'm
The
pretty
last
sure
captain might have been mad,
Waffleberg
but he
fits
has
you, it's
constructed a mighty airship here.
Fright is going to tap one of the border walls of the ship. As he does, I just imagine it fucking crumbles as he's just like, yes.
Do not tap anything too hard.
No, you absolutely hit the hidden chicken switch.
Just be cautious when you knock sides of the ship. Some of it might fall off, some of it might Fortnite dance.
Who in their right mind would have made such a thing?
One day you will meet him, and the world will end. And Alekxander is just going to go find his port.
As soon as you get on the ship, Mariah, several eggplants just kind of crawl up you into your hair. You just hear a chant from them all going, "The walking fortress has returned! Take the fight to the rats!"
It's just that for the Emperor!
Oh, if either of you two require being shown to the quarters, I'm going to bed now, so you can come with me.
I'll find my way later on, mostly because I'm afraid if I take a step inside, the whole thing will crumble. I fear no man, but this thing I am absolutely terrified of.
This thing took on the Shadow Isles. You put some damn respect on this thing.
Oh, that explains why it looks like it's died and come back to existence.
That's fair. Do you need showing to our quarters, porcelain lady?
Thank you. Not really one for sleep.
Right. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Good night.
Mr. Alekxander.
Sleep well.
He's just gonna look over at Kuiper. Please tell me you have some sort of magical thing keeping this together and it's not just a boat that flies.
He's busy inspecting a cylinder. He just goes, "Oh, it falls apart, all right."
Potoo's just laughing and going to the wheel.
That isn't what I wanted to know. I wanted to... Great.
I'm sure we'll be fine. If we fall out of the sky, we had a good life.
Don't worry. Only the important parts are held together by expert craftsmanship.
Yes, expert craftsmanship.
I'd been more worried was it not for the fact that I'd already given up on life.
You know,
Porcelain ladies.
sometimes I forget you exist, little one.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Porcelain lady is going to take off her masquerade robes and tuck them away neatly in her bag. But she is wearing an old style, very like open Victorian style dress. Looks like it's definitely seen better days, but at the same time, like not in terrible condition. And then sadly, I'm sorry to say, but Fright does not have the bigger sword here because the porcelain lady is almost 6 feet tall, and the blade that she has on her back is 3/4 her entire size.
Fright does have the biggest sword. Fright is
Oh.
7.5 feet tall, and his is also. So I do apologize, but you are
Oh,
wrong. Fright does have the bigger sword here.
Fright probably has the biggest sword, but I'm definitely got the biggest sword to actual human ratio.
Yeah, no, I will give that to Alekxander because Alekxander is still a human. Fright, however, is a Minotaur. This is an average sized Minotaur sword of the Noxian Army, which
Actually,
is fucking massive.
depending on skill with the user, there's an argument to be made that Mariah has the biggest weapon.
Yes, but hers isn't a sword. You can't do a dick
sword fight.
measuring
Yeah, you
contest with a
can't.
fucking gun.
This is a sword
I-
measuring contest. You
don't-
can't have the gun
I could use
sexuals
it
to
as a
this
sword.
list. No gun sexuals. Put your gun back in your pants. Go over there.
I
Okay.
don't mean the gun. The meat cleaver's probably as big as she is.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
that would be
Imagine
fair.
that they've all
That would
started
be fair.
arguing over
The meat cleaver would be
Well, the
fair,
sword's
and I would
definitely
accept that.
The sword's definitely bigger than Alexander.
Yeah. But
Alexander's
yours
over
is
here
also
like more fucking cloud.
I can't believe
This
this turned
being
into a
said-
dick measuring contest.
this being
Anyway.
said, both of your swords are probably a lot thicker than Fright's because Fright's is serrated and it's a lot thinner.
Oh.
Because it is meant to pierce and rip, not slash. It
Oh.
isn't to cause bleeding. So yeah.
Technically, the porcelain ladies is double-edged, although one edge is only half of the blade, and then it goes to a flat blunt edge.
Shall we
So she can
continue
only
before it
slice with
becomes an
like the tip.
actual sword measuring contest?
Hi.
I
You
can
were
hear-
supposed to be
I
in
can
bed.
feel Josh stirring daggers at us.
Look, it's not my fault. Josh decided to go with a class where I could steal his wizarding book and multi-class as it.
You're gonna multi-class as his book.
I already did. Remember, Waffleberg stole his book. That's why Waffleberg's got a level in wizard.
So, as you all are aboard, and Potoo takes off with the ship.
Oh, good lord, this thing flies. It
Don't
actually
forget about all the
flies.
sounds and shit that it makes.
I was gonna say, I imagine it to be like a lemon, like a.
Oh, it's not just noises. It's not just noises. When the boat starts to fly, remember, Waffleberg's voice comes over the intercom of the boat. We're taking off! Move out of the way!
The fact that he's more concerned about it actually taking off. It's funny.
Yeah, just start screaming obscenities. Like, don't forget that that's what happens when the gently used fish takes off.
The gently used fish is not gentle
No,
in no
it is
way,
not.
shape, or form.
So, as it takes off, with its cacophony of noises and its waffle screams, as we're now dubbing it.
Light entertainment.
Those of you new to the ship, it's quite jarring to say the least. But
This thing's going to burn up in air and we're all going to die. How wonderful.
We've flown on this for months. We'll be fine.
You
speak
guys will
for
die
yourself.
before I do.
Doubtful, dear.
I'm going to take you all down with me. I just hope you know that.
Well, at
You have
least
enough armor on, I'm sure you'll be fine.
at least I'll die knowing I'm the oldest one here. Nobody will have lived a full, fun life.
I live a full fun life.
So, I
Pulls out
know,
her iPhone X23, starts texting. No.
I know that Kuiper technically doesn't sleep, and I know the porcelain lady doesn't sleep.
Fright also doesn't sleep, it should be stated, because he is technically a Dampier, D&D wise, and they don't sleep.
Yeah, so,
Well then,
everyone,
in that case, cards, Fright. Pulls out a pack of cards.
after a bit,
Kite!
Alexander wakes up specifically because he heard the word cards.
I didn't spend £44 on them last night. What are you on about?
there's everyone who does sleep goes to sleep, including Potoo. That would be the time when Kuiper would take over wheel duties.
What?
Potoo needs
You're
to
the
sleep
only
at
other
some point,
person
and
that...
you're the only other person that knows how to pilot this thing.
Oh, I don't know what I heard.
But
Yeah, sure,
you-
that's fine. I really don't know what I heard then.
Oh, what'd you hear then, Kuiper?
I really don't know.
I don't know if we want to know.
Is the
I
blood,
heard something juicies.
is the blood loss from the finger taking a hold of you?
It
you
must be.
okay? Do you need help?
Probably.
Does Fright need to...
I still can't
So,
believe. I still
Kuiper's
can't,
gonna take the wheel, but he's gonna be like spellcrafting at the same time.
I,
It's
sti-
gonna be really sloppy.
I still can't believe you had a burger early and decided it needed a side of finger.
Shut up, man.
So, yep, yeah, piloting, doing a bit of spellcrafting when everything's on the straight. It is it is still like probably midnightish at the moment. While everything's somewhat quiet, aside from the slight conversations between the porcelain lady and Fright, as well as probably the occasional loud sound of a wood saw from downstairs, which is just the Alekxander snore.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Do you have a pet demon or something on the boat?
Oh yes, have you not heard of it?
Sorry, which one of the little assholes is talking to me again? I keep forgetting. You all kind of look the same to me.
Vex.
Oh, nice to meet you, Vex.
Not that you deserve to know my name. She just wanders
Mm.
back down under the bridge with a cup of coffee.
I like that one. She's got some sass.
Look,
You would
it's an
occasionally.
otter driving the boat. You know, and you thought we were gonna crash. Do you have any threes, by the way?
I do not. And you think that thing
God
is an
damn.
otter?
I mean, I don't know. Draws a
I
card.
thought it was an albino badger thing that just
As
like.
the call of go fish is rung out, you
Yeah.
both just see a small ghostly shark just swim through the room.
Oh my god, it's adorable. I must have it.
As Devi does her patrols. His patrols. Did we
And my
ever give
Zeebo is
Devi a
called
gender?
Myra.
I
They
think
are
we've just been
Zeebo.
going with their whatever Debbie's comfortable with.
Out of curiosity, is this a boat or is this a fucking zoo? I've seen rats, I've seen eggplants, I've seen 3 raccoons, which I've heard stories from Zon that raccoons serves as nurses, and now a floating ghost shark. At this
Oh,
point,
just wait.
I'm half expecting a fucking sky weasel or wump to show up. Or a vulture. I don't want to see a vulture.
A sky Zeebo like
I
this one.
mean,
Lyra spins the wheel once.
Why? Oh, good lord! What?
I mean, I could. Well,
As,
Are you all smugglers?
as you're
Yeah.
discussing the potential of smugglers and the menagerie, you just hear like a slight thump on the table as the third player in your game, a small little powder monkey, motions to see if the poison lady has any twos.
You know, this one's the only one that fucking makes sense on a boat. I just want to put that out there. The powder
It-
monkey from Bilgewater is the only one that makes goddamn sense on a boat that looks like this.
she hands over a 2. You know, I have to agree with you there.
It slaps 4 twos on the table.
Son of a bitch.
You know, I think the monkey's got us beat.
I think the monkey's cheating.
You know, you have a
I
point
can't
there.
prove that the monkey's cheating. He's out of cards, but I think he's cheating.
The monkey just kind of glares with a squint and then motions down as if, where the hell would I be hiding cards? I have no pockets.
I don't know. You're a monkey. As far as I'm concerned, you could be hiding it like you don't even have ears, actually.
Ooh, he could do this, and she like breaks her hand off, and like the slime stays connected, but then she like reaches in and pulls out an ace, and like reconnects her hand. I mean, that's where I hide extra cards if I was cheating. Throws the card overboard.
Wait, isn't your black blood acidic? So is the card just like half melted?
Pretty much.
Fright is just looking at the
Actually, it's not that it's acidic. It's not that it's acidic necessarily. Living things die or start to die when
okay.
they touch her because she's purely a necrotic being. If she takes the ring off, she turns into what she used to look like, except she's just like black slime with porcelain claws and a porcelain mask because technically she's a black dragonborn.
Smee is just
Right.
going to look.
But she looks like a little ding lady.
Smee's just going to look at this and then just do a sign language just for. That's fact.
No, honestly, out of
please.
everything that I've seen so far, that's probably the most normal thing that I've actually seen. I mean, fuck it, we just made an undead, whatever the fuck, and so you know what?
Wait, are we talking about me? I'm not entirely undead.
No,
Technically, I'm still alive.
not you. No, I apologize. I was not talking about you. But no, you know what? Out of curiosity, can you reattach your arm, or is it gone for now? Did you just do a one-man trick?
It's perfectly reattachable, and she kind of just like clicks it, and you see like the porcelain cracks don't fuse back together themselves, but her hand is just like perfectly fine. See?
Oh, look at that. We'll never have a shortage of porcelain plates.
Well, the porcelain's kind of more or less like a part of me. If I break a finger off and she pulls like one of her fingers off and throw it overboard, throws the finger overboard, it'll disappear about now. And she gets like a black finger that grows back, but there's like no porcelain that goes over it. And now this finger is entirely dangerous.
I would like to say that that would have been more impressive if I actually had seen the finger vanish instead of it just being thrown overboard. But that's cool. I mean, that's useful, I imagine.
The weirdest dick.
Actually, no. How the fuck is throwing your limb away a useful skill? Sorry, hold on. Give me a second. As I'm running away from my enemy, let me just chuck my thigh at them.
Well, if you think about it, dear, let me explain it this way. If I throw my finger at you and it touches you, you'll start to die. Your body will literally start to decay away. You'll hit necrosis and melt into a pile of black slime, then degrade away into ashes. That's
sweetheart, talk dirty
why
to
you
me
don't
more.
touch people.
How very
That's why I
pleasant.
don't touch people.
Yes, that does sound rather unpleasant, to be honest.
Here,
And not for me,
people
but
up
for
there.
you.
What is going on?
Dear, he's coming.
Oh,
Quick, hide in a barrel. And you just see her
hide
like climb into a
the
barrel.
cards.
And, like, it was just
Oh,
like she just like scoops the cards into the barrel with her and just like closes the lid.
Ah,
Oh,
good
so-
morning,
I'm
Alexander.
sorry.
How are you?
Some motherfucker threw a finger off my fence on the side of my fucking room.
Ah,
Who is
yes.
throwing fingers?
What's this about a finger, Alexander?
I don't know. I tried to watch where it went after that, but it vanished.
Oh my.
At which point you see a bunch of flashbangs coming from Kuiper's direction.
That
So-
didn't work.
I
What?
think it would come from him by the looks of it.
Okay, but what the fuck are you doing? Alexander's eyes can't take that sort of light this early in the morning. I was drinking last night, remember?
Sorry, I'm so close.
What the fuck are you close to, Kuiper? Even Alexander's beginning to question where this conversation's going.
I am making a spell that will make it so I'll never forget anything ever.
Alexander's forgotten 7 things with what you've just done to his eyeballs.
That sounds like a headache.
It is.
So,
Why are you trying to make a spell where you can never forget anything?
Because I am forgetful. Also, it will hopefully persist forever.
Hopefully persist forever. Why would you
The-
want to remember everything forever?
Only things I need to.
Oh,
He continues to like throw paper into the air and it just kind of vanishes.
Or some
Fright,
lady just like
Fright,
pops
just-
up from her barrel. Hello.
Hi.
who's driving right now?
That would be the one that's working on the spell with all the flashbangs throwing the fingers around.
I
This
was about to
currently,
say,
Actually-
I thought it was the thing.
the
Actually,
Zeeble is currently just manning the wheel.
it's that, and the porcelain lady's just gonna point at Lyra, like
She
happening.
just turns her head to look at you like,
Sorry, I apologize. It's the fucking ferret.
so,
I feel in safe hands, all things considered. So,
You know, honestly, I feel more safe with that thing driving than any of us. I will be truthful.
so,
how far are we off the Fairlyard? I do not understand the geography of this land to the
Oh,
great.
it's-
I've said
it's-
this a few times in the past few days. How
We
Well,
are
close?
only-
not terribly far away.
Yeah, I mean, we're fairly close.
Alexander's ready.
so,
Yes.
as you are all above deck now talking, below deck, fast asleep, Mariah, you start to dream in your sleep.
You are the best doctor. You heal everybody.
Yes,
What?
that's how the dream starts. And then things start to get a bit strange.
no, that's the radio on in the background saying
Ev-
things like,
Yeah, it's a commercial.
you administer anesthetic.
Everyone's voices just seem to lower, almost to a stop, just to a quiet. And all the while, a music seems to be picking up in the background. Starts off just a sort of a low chime before you feel more instruments are added. And as you look around the area, you see the landscape fall away
Oh, lovely.
until you find yourself floating
Bye.
above Runeterra itself.
Another hand touches the beach.
And as you look down on Runeterra, you see what seems to be a sickly purple trying
Eggplant?
its best
Oh.
to spread. You've you've felt something like this before when you've been near certain creatures. You remember the giant mantis on the living mountain. You remember the creatures that was in the vaults in the sand tormenting Waffleberg. You remember the odd creatures that were taking over the little Poros in that oddly nice winter wonderland. You get the feeling you are watching the void. And there is a golden glow from around you in the sky. As you look around, you find yourself surrounded by these things.
What the f?
Oh my god, I think Tweety
Jesus
Bird's taken
Christ.
too much LSD.
I was just going to say, what drugs have I been
Ow.
taking?
And in the background, a large figure wielding what seems to be a large horn watches with curiosity.
I have anesthetic and I'm not afraid to use it.
It tries to talk, but all you hear is music. And that is where we're leaving it for tonight, with Mariah having visions.
Bard.
My favorite thing about playing a new character is I get to insult everything my old character made.
Who the fuck did this? What the fuck is
Although,
that?
although I am also very delighted to see that the party is defending the existence of this boat.
I
This is
still,
when we discover Waffleberg has installed a anti-smack mechanic.
It's an anti-bitch missile, and it's heading for your location.
I
It's called it's called the self-destruct button.
I'm still laughing at the fact it's like I was keeping an eye on OBS, so like it's reached 2 hours. That feels like a nice place if you want to do observation duty as well. We'll end it there. And then everyone just got off on a long in-character conversation where they're going, I'm gonna let this run because this is good shit.
So
1 hour later.
we talk about snoring.
Yeah.
Let's just imagine the freaking sounds that are probably coming from Potoo's side of whatever room he's sleeping in.
Oh.
I imagine it's just like a vuvuzela upon breathing out like a but when it's like inhaling, it's just like a siren. Just like a
Oh my god.
Someone goes to touch Potoo's booze stash.
Fright's just immediately over Potoo with a fucking pillow. I just need you to be quiet. Just shh. It's okay. It's okay.
I actually have
And this is when Potoo has achieved his final form, an actual freaking ghost.
turns out that's what Potoo's turning into. Not like a ghost or any undead, just slowly morphing into Siren Head.
No, I'm sorry. Potoo's final form is fried chicken. KFA, Kentucky Fried Aarakocra.
So thank you all for tuning in this week. We'll see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra. Don't forget to check out Echoes Through the Past via Chocobo Keeper, which I'm also in, as well as Sirens Through the Fog, a Cities of Mist game that our friend Santa here is running. That also stars me, Ranna, Dion, and others.
I thought it was Sirens Through the Mist.
Let's see what Loa can stuff in her face next.
Sirens Through the Fog just had a better ring on it.
I got it correct this week.
You did. You did get it correct this week.
Haha.
Sirens through the darlings.
Are we still
Sirens Through
recording?
the Terror.
Anyway, bye-bye.
Devil through the mist.